You're watching the very first episode of Road and Tracked. I'm your host, Brian. This used to be another channel called New Car Spin or something like that. And so we are out here in what looks like the middle of nowhere, but this is actually somewhere around Salina, Texas. Today I have the Toyota RAV4 Prime. So it is a plug-in hybrid. All-wheel drive, but it feels like a front-wheel drive. XSE. So I've been driving it for a week. I've been touring, well, North Texas really. I am kind of astonished by it. It's a little small for me, but again, the RAV4 was always their small entry level. And this one actually stickers at $52,000, but it actually has a ton of features. Auto up and down on all the windows. The back door handle actually has the keyless entry, which is great because I had to put balloons in it today and I didn't have to mess around. Let's let this car go by. Another one's coming. So yeah, you see the options here. I have the power tailgate, the heated steering wheel, camera system, heated windshield, auto headlights, and let's auto roll up these windows because it's hot out. We are in a hybrid, so while the engine's running right now to most likely charge it and keep the AC running, this is a very comfortable car to be in. That being said, even though this seat is a little small for me, I'm basically 6 feet tall and 290 pounds. I'm basically a linebacker sitting in here. I feel like anyone can feel okay or comfortable in this car. So being that I've been doing this car for a week, driving it around like a road warrior, you see I've got automatic climate control. There's actually a key fob where you can remote start it and it only turns the AC on. I'm not sure if that's when the car is plugged in or if that's just in general. We have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. It's wireless, and we also have built-in navigation, which I think is actually connected to the internet in order to get your directions. So I'm not sure if it's full-on built-in GPS with the standard system setup where it doesn't require internet. I believe it's a subscription, and I believe the way Toyota is going now with these, just like they are on the Tundra, is that it's like 12 bucks a month, and it's an option on any trim level regardless, and you just pay the subscription. I will note here though that even if you don't upgrade, you should upgrade here to this JBL system. This is, I would say, the best stereo Toyota has ever put into their cars. It's so weird. This system bumps, and I will show you. Not necessarily by cranking the music because YouTube would copyright that, but I think I'll show you the reason for it. I never really do like any of the beeping Toyotas do. Don't want to lose my balloon. You'll see there we have the JBL sub in the back, only on one side. We also have, let's see if I lift this up, a spare tire and a toolkit, which is nice because when you're out here in the middle of nowhere, power trunk, you want to be able to get out of here by changing your own tire and not having to go around here looking for a tire shop. Also, if I open this door, where was it? I think it was here. I could swear I saw JBL subs under the seats, but I could be crazy. That might have been just the Sequoia. Either way, no matter how they do it, the sound system is great. Heated and cooled seats in the front. Auto hold. And what's never worked for me is the EV mode here because I never plugged it in this week. My fuel economy, it doesn't even say really, it just gives me a score, which is stupid. And it has paddles, which is weird because it feels like a CVT. Yeah, 52,000 is a lot for a RAV4, but if you are a road warrior and you need a fuel sipper, I'd say like this is something to consider. I wouldn't say 52 grand is cheap. We're talking a lot of competitive money here from the Germans, from the Germans. And I think that other vehicles handle better on country roads like this. This is a smooth ride, don't get me wrong, but I think the control of the vehicle, it doesn't feel too heavy, but these eco tires definitely don't give it any kind of grip. So there is a lot of imbalance. Now this does have a roof rack, but a lot of cars have roof racks these days. I would just think that it's dirtier. I took it to a country road that was just gravel and this thing got dirty. With this roof rack, I cannot take it through a car wash. So that roof rack is not going to help. The brakes are sturdy. It's definitely regenerative braking and all that. I would say the tires are really the thing that make this feel, you know, if they had put grippier tires, you'd probably feel more torque steer. With these eco tires, they just kind of forgive, and you kind of slide around and they howl and they make all sorts of noise, and they're kind of embarrassing. So obviously you're not driving this car for the thrills, and that kind of gets me on the point of this car. I have a classic BMW in the garage for my personal use, and this weekend I was trying to find a way to give myself an excuse to drive it, because I was so bored driving this thing. This thing is just so simple. It's good at everything that it does. It's actually a little bit above good on everything that it does, but it also lacks a soul. It lacks entertainment value. It lacks anything. Even though it's quick, I mean, this is not super blazing fast, but it can pass people, and it can definitely get off the line, which is kind of surprising for them. Number one, it's a Toyota, and number two, it's a hybrid. This thing actually moves, and I think that the S in XSE might stand for sporty, because this thing does rip around until you get to the limit of the tires, which means you can only take this thing to like 5/10. So what I'm saying is it's good for a road warrior. You can get around town and get stuff done, and you've got wireless charging and all over there. There you go, wireless charging. And I wish it had more of an automatic gear selector rather than this manual clunky thing. But that being said, I was trying to find an excuse to go take my classic BMW out for a drive, because I wanted something engaging and thrilling and something a little bit more normal. So yeah, that is to say, this RAV4 Prime XSE plug-in hybrid is an overall good performer. I think at 52,000 though, you're pushing the limit. It really is. I'll just say it, I don't think it's worth it. I think it's way too expensive. And so based on that, the only thing I could do here is end this review out here in the middle of nowhere. Heads up display you can see there. This is basically where we're at. It's like, is this stuff worth it? And obviously you want to think about reliability, you want to think about fuel economy, and you need to think about all of that. But I think 52,000 gets in the way of affordability on this car. So it's like, why would you need the hybrid for 52,000 when you can get like a toned down version for a lot less money, and you wouldn't have to worry about the fuel cost in order to justify getting the hybrid? So I think we're pushing the limit here, Toyota. It is a RAV4, and I think it's going to be a great value in a couple years for someone looking for a resale version of this, but brand new. Dealers the way they are, and Toyota has no control over that. I would say like this is definitely not a done deal here, and it should require more negotiation. And yeah, I'm not saying don't buy it. I'm just saying maybe consider it, but don't rush into it. Thanks for watching.